Weekly. We're coming to you here from Gant's Hardware and Hunting this week.
Yep, Mark and Patty were kind enough to let us steal their location this afternoon, so we're going to talk a little bit of hunting leading in. Normally it's just strictly sports, but today we're going to do a little bit of hunting and hardware.
All right, go for it then.
All right, well, obviously we're here at Gant Hardware and Hunting. Hunters got general gun season coming in the southern zone, October 20th through January 15th, with bear coming in September. It's already in actually for firearms, September 27th to the 29th, October 4th to the 6th, which actually the September one's gone then.
All right.
And October 11th to the 13th. Come up here and see Mark and Patty. They've got everything you need for your hunting, baiting them up. They've got corn over there in the corner, feeders. They've got tree stands in here, so just come on in, come down here. Mark and Patty will hook you up with a bear and deer.
That's right. You got to go get your own bear and deer, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're not going to get the bear and deer for you. Although Mark might try. Mark could go out there if you invited him. But he's got everything you need out here, folks. He's got shotguns, rifles. He's got ammunition. I even asked him about some oddball ammunition my father-in-law had, and they looked it up and had that.
Oh, good.
They can get that too. So come up here and see Mark and Patty. They'll hook you up. What do we got going in rec football, Glenn?
Well, excuse me. Last Saturday we started out the season. We had five games against the Hilliard teams. I said our 7 and 8 year olds. Well, actually, the first game was our two 7 and 8 year old teams played each other, and you'll be glad to hear this that the Gators beat the Bulldogs.
Well, yeah, I mean normally I would be, but
that's the best.
But it's Charlton and Charlton.
That's right. You know. So it's a good ball game. I think it was 13-6 or 7, something like that.
And it figures the Gators will be the only team Saturday I did not get pictures of.
Oh well.
I apologize to them. I had a lady write us on Facebook. I'm gonna make that up to the Gators.
But we had then after that the Bulldogs, they redeemed themselves against Hilliard. I believe they beat them. I believe it was 29-0.
I believe that's what you told me Saturday.
Coach Snapper's team. So he came through, got the Dogs a win for me, and then after that we had. Since we don't have a 9 and 10 year old team, and Hilliard had 2, they played each other.
That was a dogfight, right?
That was 0-0, and the last play of the game, I don't know which Hilliard team is which, but the team that had the ball tried to throw a pass, and it got picked off and ran back for a touchdown.
With 5 seconds to go.
That was the final play of the game. The horn went off.
Final play of the game, and little kid's a hero down there in Hilliard right now.
Our 11 and 12 year old team, they played twice. They played both the Hilliard teams and won both of them. Can't remember what the scores were on that one.
I'm wanting to say the first one was 22-6. I'm not sure about the second one.
Right, my mind was getting foggy by that time. I was getting tired.
It was a long day. It was a long day. I know. Let's see, Michael Elliott for the Eagles, Bob Brown's team, 11 and 12 team. He scored three touchdowns in that game.
I do remember one play. The Eagles were back on their own 1 yard line, tried to run a sweep, and the toss was kind of bad, and I landed in the end zone. I'm thinking, well, we're fixing to get a safety here. Yep. And Shaquille Anderson, who was the running back, he went and scooped the ball up, picked it up, went around the end, and went 99 yards for a touchdown.
That's rough when you think you're just about to get a safety and the young man just takes off and goes and play with it.
But this Saturday, all our teams are going to Hilliard, I believe.
Yep,
You've got the schedule there. So.
Yes, sir. They've got 7 and 8 start at 10. Got the Falcons first. Then let's see, how's this working?
The Bulldogs and Gators are our two 7 and 8 teams.
Those are our two, okay. Then the Hilliard Falcons are playing the Bulldogs first, and then our Gators are playing the other Hilliard.
Okay. The Falcons may be a Brantley County team, possibly.
Oh, okay. Is that what? That's okay. That's just a location. I'm sorry. And then we have Hilliard playing the Bandits. That would be Brantley. I remember them. And then at 1, Hilliard playing the Bulldogs, 10 and under. And then our 12s hit the field at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
They take on Hilliard's number 1 team. I don't know which team that is. I don't know if it's Doug's or Kevin's team down there.
Not sure either.
And then 12 and under, Hilliard number 2 plays Brantley's Jaguars.
Okay, so if you get bored, you need something to do, drive on down to Hilliard and go support our future Indians.
That's what I was about to say. I got tongue-tied there. But, yeah, all day long, Charlton teams from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And if it's anything like up here, they'll probably be running behind.
Right.
You'll be able to go watch some football till about 4 or 5 o'clock, probably.
But like I said, that's pretty much it for the recreation right now.
All right. We'll take a short break. And we'll come back.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Anytime Fitness Folkestone, located in the Harvey Shopping Center, has everything you need to stay in shape or get that look you've always wanted. Upright conventional tanning beds, a Zumba room, weight room, and state-of-the-art treadmills. They also have supplements and tanning supplies. Anytime Fitness Folkestone is also the proud sponsor of Charlton Sports Weekly with Glenn Hughes and Stan Wilds. See Stan to get fit anytime.
The Folkestone Pharmacy, your original hometown pharmacy for over 45 years, is located at 3885 Main Street. At Folkestone Pharmacy, we accept most major insurance coverage, including AARP, WellCare, Medicaid, Amerigroup, and many more. We also have a $1 value aisle for everyday items such as health and beauty, cleaning, and even snacks. Stop by and check us out today. Now, let's go get 'em Indians. United First Federal Credit Union has been a part of Charlton County since 2001 and has been providing great service to our members since 1943. United First now offers mobile banking and email alerts. Mobile banking lets you check your balance from your cell phone, while email alerts notifies you when a significant event happens in your account. Both are easy to set up and are free to United First members. United First helps you afford life. All accounts are federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, Charlton Sports Weekly, coming to you here from McGann's Hardware and Hunting.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're going to talk a little bit of maiden softball. The regular season has finished.
Okay.
They got a 12-14 record. The final power rankings for softball, I looked on the Georgia High School site, and they won't be released until next Tuesday.
Okay.
Right now we sit at number 20, and we're not playing again. So the odds of us moving up 4 spots to the top 16 is probably slim.
Yeah.
But, you know, I guess stranger things have happened when you start calculating numbers and throwing them together.
This season, with that system they're doing, there's no telling.
But regions are holding region tournaments, and our region only took the top 3 schools out of the region. I think 2 and 3 play each other. Then whoever was the top seed got a bye.
Okay.
But
so 2 and 3 play, and then top seed gets the winner of those 2.
Right, and so
that's weird. You'd think they would go all 4 teams and do a normal tournament.
You would think so, but I guess we do things different in this region.
I hear you. Can't keep it special.
I guess you want to reward the top team for a full season's worth of getting that top seed. So
yeah, if we were in that top spot like we were last year, we'd be happy with that. So,
but like I said, if the maidens don't play again this year, they only lose 2 seniors, Ashton Cruz and Brittany Cribb.
Right.
You know, but if you look at the maidens roster, which I did before I come up here, there were 17 girls on the roster, and 9 of them were freshmen.
Man, that's going to be a strong team.
And up to probably 5 or 6 of them started most of the games or started at one time or another during the season. So there's a good nucleus there coming back.
Yeah.
So
Coach Baxter have them ready.
Coach Baxter does a good job with those girls, and so if they don't play again this year, we look forward to watching them again next year.
Well, they should make a nice run. They'll all be sophomores and juniors.
Right.
Should have a nice run for the next 2 or 3 years.
Like I said, they, Miss Ashton Cruz, she was probably the main pitcher we had, but we've also got Callie Wainwright and Callan Carter, who both pitched some.
They'll both be returning too.
They'll both be returning. Both of them are freshmen. So.
Wow. And Carter, if I got this right, Carter's the one that shared the no-hitter in Wilcox, right?
I believe that's right. Yes.
So, yeah. Chris is shaking his head. Yeah. So, well, that's good. It's a freshman pitching no-hitter already. There's big things to come out of her.
That's it. We'll move on to a little bit of football, non-varsity. Bethune Braves went down to Yulee yesterday, and well, things didn't come out so well for them.
No, we're not going to harp on the Braves too much. I think they probably got harped on enough last night.
Right.
40-0. I wasn't there. I had to work, but just one of those games.
That's it. They dropped to, I believe, 1-3 on the season now.
Yes,
so.
sir.
And they will be in action here at Indian Field next Tuesday against Callahan Middle School.
Callahan's coming here?
Callahan's coming here.
Okay, I had it wrong. Okay.
I believe that's right. I'll have to check it when I get home, but I'm pretty sure I got that right.
Either way, they're playing Callahan
right.
next Tuesday.
The JV team went down to where is it? McClenny.
Yep.
Last Thursday and played Baker County. Believe they come out on top by 18-0 score. I'm trying to remember who all scored. I believe Scott Berkshaw caught 2 touchdown passes, possibly.
Really had a big day then.
I know he caught 1 for sure. I think it was 2. And I'm trying to think who scored the other one, and it goes right over the top of my head. So
Coach gave us the video the other day. We released it, and to tell you the truth, I hadn't had a chance to watch it.
Well, I got a copy of that too, and I watched it, but it's been about a week ago. So I do know Malik Brunson. He had 2 interceptions and returned them both for touchdowns, and both of them got called back. So,
oh man!
So it could have been worse than it was. So.
Well, that's a good deal. Charlton going down there and taking care of Baker.
I believe the JV team is 3-0 now on the season.
I believe that's what Coach Mack told us like the other night, was that they were undefeated.
Right. I know they beat Brantley, they beat Ware, and Baker. So, and they will be back in action. It'll be tomorrow, Thursday. They go to Callahan and play West Nassau.
All right.
So that pretty much wraps up the non-varsity section of a program, and we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation offers more than dependable electrical energy at a competitive price. Quality service is provided by a friendly and professional staff trained to meet your every electrical power need, whether residential, commercial, or industrial. If you have any questions or need information, call us at 1-800-262-5131. Okefenokee REMC, owned by those we serve. A proud sponsor of this year's Indian football broadcast.
T&T Building Supply is located about a half-mile past US 1 and the 301 split, north of Folkestone, right next to Taylor Timber Company. They have everything you need for your home improvement projects, with a wide selection of lumber, hardware, millwork, plumbing, and electrical supplies, concrete and masonry, power and hand tools, nails, and roofing supplies. They also have a large selection of mobile home hardware. T&T Building Supply is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Radio Shack, located at 3885 Main Street inside the Folkestone Pharmacy, is your local Verizon Wireless authorized agent and Dish Network retailer. Radio Shack carries a variety of computers, tablets, smartphones, and other electronics. The Shack in Folkestone is proud of our student athletes and wishes them the best of luck this season. Now, let's go get 'em Indians.
Welcome back to Charlton Sports Weekly here at Gantz Hardware and Hunting. We just want to mention that Gantz is going to have a raffle for 3 guns during the festival week, the day of the festival.
All right.
Tickets will be one ticket for $10, 3 tickets for $25.
Just in time for hunting season.
That's right. The guns that he'll be raffling off are a Marlin 17, a Mossberg 308, and a TriStar 12 gauge. So if you're interested in owning one of those, take your chances and come up here and buy you some tickets.
Matter of fact, I think you could win the guns, a week before gun season comes in?
That's right.
You could win the guns from Mark, come up here and see Mark, buy some tickets, win some guns. And
I believe he said he's going to have a few other door prizes or whatever during the festival day. So make sure you come on in here and see Mark.
All right. Also on festival day right here. Me and Chris are still working out the details. Might be a tape delay, might be live, but you can come inside here. Mark's been gracious enough to allow us. We're going to set up a flat screen in here. And while you're in here shopping, catch the kids out there playing rec football.
Okay, that'd be good.
So either way, it'll be live or I'll run the video up here, and depends on if I can get volunteer me a cameraman. And either way, watch the rec kids come up.
All right,
right here in Gant Hardin Hardware and Honey.
That's right. Get it right now.
And I'm telling you, I do that to him all the time.
But anyway, we're going to talk about some Indian football.
All right.
Last Friday night, big win for the Indians.
It was exciting too.
I mean, Wilcox came in. They were probably the team everybody picked to win the region this year. And we jumped on them real early. 2 quick touchdowns in the first maybe 2.5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I looked up and at 9:01 in the first quarter, we were up 14-0.
Like I said, Devin Jones, I believe it's probably about third play of the game, stepped in front of a little screen pass and went about 40 yards for a touchdown. We got a 2-point conversion. It was up 8-0. We kicked off. First play from scrimmage, they airmailed a snap over the quarterback.
It was airmail too. I don't know what happened there, but I mean, Michael Grace is what, 6'3", 6'4". He couldn't even touch it.
And T.J. Wilson fell on the ball, and the Indians had the ball on around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it was close.
2 running plays by Tyree Savage. We had us another touchdown, and it was 14-0.
I told Coach the other night he couldn't have scripted that any better.
No.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Well, Wilcox did come back, showed they are a talented bunch. Came back and cut it to 14-13, I believe, because we blocked the extra point. Michael Dasher blocked the extra point, so we held the lead. Right before halftime, Trey Harrington threw a pass to Daveron Reed,
right,
and put us up 20-13, and we figured, well, we'd be all right.
Yeah, well, you figured if we had held them, we were getting the ball coming into the second half, so we actually had a mathematical chance of going up 2 touchdowns at that point.
But Wilcox had other ideas.
They did that, didn't they?
They got the ball out just past midfield, and they chunked a couple into the end zone that we knocked away. And then on the final play of the half, one of their players got a little bit behind one of ours and caught a touchdown pass. And
the ball went about the only place it could have gone on that play.
Right.
You had two Charlton defenders right there, 2 Wilcox receivers right there, and the ball just hit the empty spot.
But I think Wilcox was trying to take advantage of the momentum and went for 2.
Yeah.
To try to take the lead going into halftime, and
I was a little surprised by that.
I was kind of too, but like I said, they trying to gain, I guess, momentum going to the locker room, but it backfired, and we went into the locker room up 20-19.
That was some half. The third quarter was a little
right,
back and forth.
Right, nobody scored in the third quarter. Then I think we get to the fourth quarter. Let's see, what was it?
2019 still.
2019. I'm trying to remember who scored. I think Trey Harrington ran one in for us, a little short run. And we went up 26-19. Of course, they come back and they scored.
Went for the.
They kicked the extra point and tied it up.
And here we go again.
That's right. Indians took the ball and they drove about 70, 75 yards, chewed up a bunch of clock.
Yeah, it was off the top of my head, I'm wanting to say it was about 5 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes they chewed up.
I said, and we got down to I think it was about the 5-yard line. It was 4th down. I'm thinking, Lord, I wish we had a kicker, but
yeah, we don't.
we don't. And yeah, he handed the ball off to Tyree Savage, and he went around the end, cut back up, turned it up, and dove in the end zone. And this was just probably a little over a minute left to go.
Yep. Did you hear the coach's show? What Coach Mack said about that play?
I didn't know.
He said they basically drew that play up in the dirt. he said he basically gave Tyree the option, either go up the middle if it's not there, or go around to the corner.
Right.
That's the way he put it. I thought it was a backyard football.
Sometimes you got to do it that way.
It worked. We went up, and then but Wilcox again. They weren't through.
No, like I said, we kind of squibbed the kickoff, and they returned it pretty close to midfield.
Yeah.
I think the first play from scrimmage, they had about a 30-yard pass play, and next thing you know, they were down to our 16-yard line. I forget how much time altogether, but they threw 4 incomplete passes into the end zone, and
they got down there with about 25 seconds left.
Right. And we held on for the 32-26 win.
Yeah, that was something else. I got home. I know you had mentioned. I talked to you a little bit at the rec field. Couldn't sleep. I just went ahead and uploaded them 2,000 pictures Tammy took, and it was crazy.
But the most important thing is a region win. We're 1-0 in region play.
Yep.
So
big game Friday now.
Big game Friday. We go to Turner County. This is Ashburn, Georgia. So
road trip.
Road trip. That's probably about as far as we have to go.
I'm glad because that V8 doesn't like it.
But
Exxon does.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they do. But Turner County, they're 4-1.
They're 4-1. I wrote down who they've played and they beat Crisp County, which is either a 3 or a 4A school. They beat them 6-0. Then they lost to Seminole, 34-32. Then the last 3 weeks they've beat Calhoun County 40-12, Berrien 35-8, and Lanier 23-0.
They stepped it up lately.
So they're putting some points on the board, and their defense seems to be playing fairly well too. So,
yeah. So we've got to be hitting on all cylinders.
Right. This will be a big win for us because with the power rankings again.
Yeah.
With their 4 wins, if we can beat them 4 wins shift over into our points.
It's something else to keep up with that.
It is.
You know, Coach already threatened to bring the mathematician over from the high school to figure this thing out.
It might need it at the end of the season.
They might.
But currently, power rankings for this week, we are ranked number 5.
So we jumped up.
I can't remember what we were last week.
I wanted to say last week you told me we were somewhere around 16 for football and softball. I thought that's what you told me, but
I can't remember. Somebody else asked me what we were last week, and it was one of them things where
it was last week.
Something went in, something had to come out. So
I hear you.
But power rankings: Commerce is 1, Lincoln County 2, Dewey County 3, Hancock Central 4, and we're 5. As far as other teams in the region, Turner is number 9.
Really?
Wilcox is 10, Irwin is 14, and Clinch is 15. So if you go by, if season ended right now, that's 5 teams at our region that's in the top 16.
In the tournament.
Right.
So it'd be like playing a region all over again.
It would be different, yeah. So the competition's not going to get any easier as the season goes on, apparently.
3 of those are on our schedule.
Right. They're all region teams.
Yeah. So that'll actually help our power rankings too, with all them ranked.
Well, as long as they keep winning games.
As long as they stay up.
Yeah, except for the ones they play us.
All right. Well, this is our college pick segment, and let's see here. Chris showed me how to work this thing a while ago. See if I get it. Hey, we got.
You got that high tech stuff down.
Hey, Beasley Computers over here. They've got the technology. I don't care what you want. Chris has got it. He'll hook you up. Anyhow, let's see here.
You're filling in for Stan.
I'm filling in for Stan. I want to state. I've got a disclaimer here. I am not a Gamecock. I'm a Gator. But
he is reading Stan's picks. He's not making picks for Stan. So we'll
correct.
clarify that.
This is correct. All right, first one, Glenn, Arkansas and Auburn.
You know, Arkansas, I don't know what's happened to them this year, but they have fallen to pieces basically, so definitely picking Auburn in that one.
Yeah, and Stan Wilds, he's of Anytime Fitness, he's going with Auburn as well.
Okay.
This one here, me and you're going to argue about. LSU and UF, my Gators.
All right, well, you know, I got to make you mad somehow or another during the week, so
Yep.
it is being played in Gainesville, so that's advantage for Florida. But something just tells me LSU struggled last week, but I'm going with LSU.
Now, you know, I was just bragging about how good Chris is with technology. We can change this pick right here.
Ain't going to happen.
All right. Well, Stan is the man this week. He picked the Gators.
Yeah, we'll see about that next week.
Let's see here. We've got your Bulldogs going to Carolina, South Carolina.
It's going to be a tough matchup. It's number 5, 5th ranked Georgia against 6th ranked South Carolina.
It's going to be a good ball game.
It's going to be a good one. Georgia lost a key player yesterday. One of their wide receivers tore an ACL.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one of their deepest positions. So I mean,
yeah, they put up 51.
Right. They have scored over 40 points every game this year so far. South Carolina defense is going to be a test for them, though.
Yeah.
But there's no other choice but the Dogs.
Well, Stan, obviously, he's a Gamecock. He's the resident Gamecock here in Folkestone. I think he has his own chapter.
Probably. He's probably the only Gamecock other than his family.
But he's obviously, Stan's going with the South Carolina Gamecocks. And if I had to pick this one, even though I know I'm not officially involved in this, I'd have to go with the Gamecocks too, just because they're playing in South Carolina. If it was between the hedges, I'd go with the Bulldogs.
That's understandable.
But next game, Glenn, Mississippi State and Kentucky.
Well, Kentucky, let's see, who did they play last week?
Some high school.
No, they were playing somebody. They played somebody tough. Might have been Florida.
It was Florida.
That is a high school, ain't it?
No, I didn't. I walked right into that one. He got me on that one.
But anyway, Kentucky played Florida tough for a half, and then I think the bottom fell out on them. But Mississippi State, I believe, is just too strong for Kentucky, though.
Yeah, I think, quite frankly, I think Charlton can take home Kentucky and deal with them. They're having a rough season. They're right there with Arkansas in just a weird season right now. Stan picked Mississippi State as well.
Okay.
Next game, new to the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies are traveling to Mississippi.
Okay. Well, Texas A&M, they won their first conference game last week.
Who did they beat?
Arkansas.
Okay.
Hi.
Welcome to the SEC.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. And Stan as well. He went with the Aggies.
That's right. The quarterback from Texas A&M, he's just a freshman, but he's putting up some good numbers this year. So he's, Texas A&M's, I believe, too much for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I agree with you. Mississippi, they have their years, but
this isn't one of them.
This isn't one of them. All right, Missouri versus at Vanderbilt.
Well, I believe Missouri, I don't believe, has won a conference game yet.
Not yet. This might be their first.
Vanderbilt's a tough place to play. They always play everybody tough for the most part, but I don't think they can handle Missouri. I think Missouri's offense is too wide open for them.
Yeah, now if Missouri does drop this, they're going to have to rethink being in the SEC.
Sure.
Well, Stan went with Missouri as well.
Okay.
All right, the Seminoles and NC State.
Well, the Seminoles are on a roll right now. They are, I believe, they're 4th in the country, possibly 3rd, maybe. So they are definitely too much for. Who's that they're playing again? NC State.
NC State, yeah, the Wolfpack.
So
going with the Noles.
Going to Florida State all the way to give them the tomahawk chop there.
Well, you can get away with that because
that's right.
We're in Charlton County. That's the only reason I do that. I had to turn this thing back on. All right. Next game, Stan went with the Seminoles as well. Next game, the Hurricanes at Notre Dame.
I tell you, now Miami put up some tremendous numbers last week. I think the quarterback set a school record for passing. Really don't care a whole lot about either team, but I'm going to pick Notre Dame since it's at Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think I'm not speaking for Stan, but that's probably the reason why he picked them too, because it's at Notre Dame. All right, let's see here. We've got Georgia Tech at Clemson. This is Chris Milton's ball club.
Right. Early in the year, I would have said this might have been a closer matchup, but after Georgia Tech lost to Middle Tennessee State last week, and pretty bad, and at Clemson, Death Valley, Clemson's
A sea of orange. You're picking orange again, aren't you?
I hate to, but I am.
All right, and Stan's picking orange as well. He's going with Clemson. Yeah, Georgia Tech, they're not having the year people thought they had. The wing tee's not quite working out for them this year. Virginia Tech at North Carolina.
I said Virginia Tech has struggled this year, but I don't know. It's just I don't really know a whole lot about North Carolina.
I don't either.
I just got a hunch that Frank Beamer, the coach of Virginia Tech, is going to get the situation straightened out at Virginia Tech, and therefore I'm picking them to win.
Well, it's at the Tar Heels.
I know that, but
it's at the Tar Heels. My brother lives up there, and but I don't know if he's a Tar Heel fan. Matter of fact, I think he's a Seminole fan. It's been so long since I've seen him. But Stan's going with the North Carolina Tar Heels as well.
All right, so we got a couple different this week. I've got a chance to catch back up, maybe.
Yeah, you're one down, and I think you've got three different. You've got LSU's different, South Carolina's different,
and the last one, yeah.
And the last one's different.
Ah, well,
you've got a chance to take a lead here.
Either I catch back up or I drop far behind, 1 to 2. So.
Well, you know, I hate to root against you, but one of your different picks is with my Gators, so I'm hoping Stan maintains that one-game lead.
Yeah, that's up to you.
All right.
As much as I hate to defend them, the Gators had a bye last week. Kentucky played South Carolina.
That's who.
Okay, see that. Thank you, Chris. That was a high school team. My Gators were off.
Well, you're the one that said that's who they played.
Well, before we wrap it up, let's tell everybody one more time. If you got about Gant Hardware and Hunting, they're raffling on.
All right, they're raffling off 3 guns the day of the festival. Tickets are 1 for $10 or 3 for $25. The 3 guns are a Marlin 17, a Mossberg 308, and a TriStar 12 gauge. So come on in here that next Saturday week, and come check out Mark. See all his hunting supplies, hardware supplies.
He's got everything you need in here.
That's right. So if you need something, come check with him. If he doesn't have it, he probably can get it for you.
If your wife's telling you you can't go hunting because she got something for you to do, Mark's got that. Knock out the honey-do list, win the gun, go hunting.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
That's probably going to wrap us up this week here from Gant's Hardware and Hunting. We'll be back next week from some location that is yet to be determined.
Probably anytime. Probably.
Okay.
Don't forget about Stan and Anytime Fitness down there. Y'all go see him as well. We appreciate it.